Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all? Huh? Y'all ready to have a good day? Come on. It's time to get out.
Hey y'all, it's Val with Our Forever Farm. So today I'm starting out with cleaning out the chicken coop. Here we go. So this is actually my feed room that I'm starting with first. It is the back side of the chicken coop. The chickens cannot get in there. It's separated by a fence, by a wire, but the mess from the chickens gets in the feed room and you have to clean it often. So I'm just trying to remove some of the stuff where I can clean the floor really good. So that was scratch feed. And all our feed is in metal trash cans. The next one is laying mash. And then I'm just removing several things from the back where I can clean up the floor. That is a light that I'm going to hang in the coop. It doesn't work. It's not going to be wired, but it's just for decoration for the chickens. I found it along with that mirror at a yard sale. This metal trash can holds black sunflower seeds. I give my chickens a handful every once in a while, but mainly those are for my birds. I only feed my birds black sunflower seeds. This trash can here, it holds our fish food and our cat food. So in the middle of all that, I decided I'll burn a few boxes that was in the feed room, and so I started a little fire. I don't do big fires like Sweet Hunter. I do small fires, little at a time, and it's so dry here, fires terrify me. And normally I don't do this job. Sweet Hunter does the fires, I don't. But as you know, he had surgery and he's recuperating. He's doing a lot better, but y'all pray for him. He's got a long recovery. So I did want to tell you at the beginning, you hear me say good morning. I do that every morning with my chickens. And they do know your voice. So it's good to say repetitive things every time you get them out of the coop. That way, if you need to call them, they know. I have such a fear of fires that I pull the dirt around it when I'm through, and then I pour water on it too. I get sidetracked easily, so here I am back at the coop, and I'm taking the blower and I'm blowing all the feathers and things that blew over into the feed room. I'm blowing them back into the coop area, and then I'll blow some out the door. It's a messy, messy job, and that's why I wear gloves and a mask. I clean my coop daily, and I do this big, deep cleaning once a month. It is extra bad because we've been gone for a few days with the unexpected surgery, and then we've been in the house, recuperating. So it is pretty bad right now. But if you stay on top of it, it's not bad at all. Now I'm on the opposite side of the feed room, which is I'm walking into the coop. The coop is where chickens roost on roosting bars. They sleep at night. Sometimes they take a nap during the day. They usually lay down and take a nap about 2 hours a day. They rest. And also if they're at the laying egg stage, they've got a nesting box in there to lay eggs. Mine are not quite to that stage yet. I use this sawhorse right here. I'm taking it out to clean it, but I use that for the small chickens that can't get up on the high roosting bar. And then we have another lower roosting bar for the small ones. Now, Sweet Hunter put vinyl on the floor. Him and a friend, they put vinyl on the floor of this chicken coop. And then we put probably about 2 inches of sand on it, because I don't know if you know much about chickens, but at night is when they poop, and the poop is on top of that sand. But that sand helps absorb that urine. It's really great. Sand is the best thing you can put in a coop. And it looks messy and dusty. It's not as bad as you think because it's a lot of sand. So now I'm in the actual run. It's about a 10 by 25. It's a good size run, but I'm letting them free range today. And again, I only do this big deep cleaning about once a month. So to maintain the coop and the run, I do a daily 5-minute cleanup when I'm home. And we are homebodies, so we're home a lot. So on a daily basis, when you can, when you want to do just a quick cleanup, a leaf rake is your best friend. So when I do a big cleanup like this, I try to pile everything outside the door or blow it out there and try to get it all in a big pile. And then I'll get the tractor. Remember, I know how to do the tractor now. If you hadn't saw that video, you need to watch it where Sweet Hunter, he taught me how to do the tractor right before he had to have that emergency surgery. Isn't that amazing? God is so good, he knew that I would have to know how. So anyway, and I scoop that up and I take it and dump it in a pile in my garden. So next spring it'll be ready to use on my garden. Now we're back to the feed room. So now what I'm doing is I'm sprinkling, I do not know how to say the long name of this, but a lot of people call it DE, I think, and we buy it from Tractor Supply. It just keeps the pest away, like any bugs or anything, and it keeps the chickens pest free. It's a food grade product, so if they ate any of it, it's not going to hurt them at all. In fact, they love to do dust baths in it, and I'll sprinkle it in my feed room, and I'll also sprinkle it in the coop where they stay. I'll put it on their roosting bars. I'll also put it in their run, and I try to do that about once a month. So here I'm showing you from the coop side. I've walked through the run, and I wanted to show you a view of me cleaning the feed room from the coop side. You can see the fence in between. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, boy, this is a lot of work. And it is, but it's so worth it. The chickens are so rewarding. They just, you know how you love your little dog? I love my little chickens. I went to Tractor Supply the other day and I heard two little girls, young teenagers, wanting 2 chickens. They didn't know anything about chickens, I could tell. And I wondered if they had a coop. I wondered if they had a run. I wondered what they were going to do with them. Did they realize they would grow up? A lot of people at Easter will buy them and not think a thing about this, and then chickens just get discarded or they get loose and a predator gets them. It's just so sad. Chickens or guineas, any poultry takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort, but the payback is so rewarding, and they're just so sweet and so good. Here I'm putting the DE on the roosting bar where they roost at night. Some of them roost on the ladder, so I went ahead and put it on the ladder. I put it in the corners of the coop, around the edges, anywhere that bugs might want to get. So far, so good in my coop. I'm very thankful. Back to talking about chickens, you also get eggs, and you get the joy of baby chicks if you want them, if you choose to. But it's just such a joy. If you love it and you don't mind the work, it's so worth it. But I just hate to see people that just buy them at Easter and think it's just going to be a fun novelty, because it is a lot of work if you do it right and if you keep it clean. Oh, and let's not forget the joy of hearing a rooster crow. We're still waiting on Negan to crow. He's not quite old enough, evidently. He's not crowing yet. So to make life easier, I save all my feed bags and like this bag, and I'll cut them in half and I put them under the roosting bars too. And that saves a lot of work too if you just want to pull those out and throw them away. So I'm just spreading this DE all around the run too, just to make sure everything stays nice and sanitary and clean. And you may be wondering why I have chairs in the chicken coop. Well, they're just old chairs that are kind of broke, and the chickens love to get on them, especially when they're small and they can't jump up real high. So here I got a bright idea, which it was a pretty good idea, I have to say, to make a dusting bath with firewood. I looked for a tire on our property and I just couldn't find a tire. That's what I really wanted. So I just used firewood. So what I'm doing is I'm just gathering enough firewood to make a little square, just a 2x2 or something, if that. And then I'm gonna place rocks around it just to keep it from rolling, the logs rolling. That's why I really like a tire, because it's round and they can just get in it one at a time, and you don't have to worry about it rolling or anything. But I did put rocks around it, and that helps. So I'm also placing that DE in the dusting bath. That way they can, it will keep lice and mites. Now, lice is not lice like what kids get at school, and mites. It'll keep those away, lice and mites. Chicken lice and mites are different. But anyway, that's what we're doing here. So here what I'm doing, I remember I told you that I cut the feed bags sometimes and I put them under the roosting bars just to keep for a quick cleanup. So you'll also see me close the doors on the coop. These doors are closed at night and I just have them open for me to clean up everything. It has an automatic chicken door on it, so they're protected at night. Now I'm doing the water. I have a 5-gallon chicken water in here. Their feed stays full. I think I showed you that on another video. It's a feeder that stays full all the time. And now I'm watering the flowers. The chickens do eat on them a little bit, but it don't hurt much. Well, as you can see, I love my chickens, and this is my resting spot, the joy I get from sitting watching them. I went and washed my hands and got me a drink. I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope this educates some people that are thinking about getting chickens, because it's not all just cutie, little cute chickens. It's a lot of work. Hey, y'all, thank you again for watching. Y'all go cook something. I'm fixing to.